As you interact with customers, be ready to direct them to other departments, especially if you work in the field or in a retail environment. In this sequence, a field service rep is asked for his opinion on additional services that his company can provide, and he is ready with the appropriate response.
So I was able to run a line from that pole down to the edge of the building there.
It looks good, I guess. Our connection speed will definitely be faster.
Absolutely. And the fact that you're only a block away from the node really helps.
As long as we can all get on at the same time. You know, we have at least 50 people online at any one time.
Shouldn't be a problem. With this new setup, you should be able to accommodate about 500 users at a time.
You know, now that we have this faster cable in place, I was thinking of switching to a new network management application. You guys do that, right?
Sure. We have a lot of products that are really good.
Which do you recommend?
Well, that's a little bit out of my area, but we do have some experts that'd be happy to help you put that together. And just call this number between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. There'll be some really helpful people standing by to assist you.
Great. I'll give them a call. Thanks.
You're welcome. I do want to show you a couple more things over here, though.
Listen well, and then use problem-solving skills when a patient complains of a problem. In this sequence, you'll see a nurse on the phone ask clear and methodical questions to discover that a patient is being double-dosed.
Anticoagulation unit, this is Joanne.
Hi, Joanne. This is Ellen Briggs. You guys are monitoring me on the blood thinning program?
Yes, hi, Ellen. I'm familiar with your case.
Well, I'm feeling kind of strange lately.
Can you describe how you feel?
Dizzy, just kind of out of it.
How's your energy?
Low. I don't even want to get out of bed in the morning.
Well, how long have you been feeling this way?
About a week now, I think. Also, this morning I noticed some new bruises on my leg. They're faint, but they're there.
Has anything changed in your regimen in the last few weeks?
No, I was in to see Dr. Lopez a few weeks ago, and he said I was fine. My blood was at 3.0, which is right in my target range. We refilled my Coumadin prescription, and that's about it.
Okay. Can you get your medication in front of you now?
Sure. I have it right here.
All right. Is your name on it?
Yes.
And what is the dosage?
Each tablet is 10 milligrams.
Are they white?
Yes.
You take one a night?
That's right.
Ellen, it looks like you're being double dosed.
I am?
You're supposed to be taking 5 milligrams a night. For some reason, your prescription was switched. Did you notice that your pills were white instead of orange?
I guess I did. I just didn't really think anything of it. Am I going to be okay?
Well, just to be safe, I'd like you to come over and see the doctor right away. Is there someone who can drive you over?
Yes. I'll be there in 15 minutes.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much, Joanne.
We'll see you soon.
If you don't have the information a customer requires, volunteer to look it up or find someone who does. Here you'll see a well-trained gardening store clerk provide excellent customer service by offering to look up the answer to the customer's question.
Sure, I know exactly which one you're referring to. That model has an adjustable opening. You just turn the dial at the top of the handle.
Also, it says it's primarily for deciduous trees. But I think I've got evergreen.
I'm not the tree expert around
If you run
here.
into a question and you don't know the answer, make sure you do know where you can quickly find it.
It'll take me a minute to find the answer for you. Can I take your number in case we're disconnected?
Always be on the lookout for opportunities to provide even higher levels of service to the customer. In this segment, we watch a theater ticket rep as she begins to close the sale, then upsells the customer on a dinner package.
Okay, and shall I make the booking for the 8 p.m. show on May the 10th?
Yes, thanks very much.
Well, I'm glad that you're happy with your choice. In fact, because this is such a special occasion for you, would you be interested in our cocktails, theater, and dinner package?
Well, that sounds interesting, but I'm not sure.
Did you have anything planned?
No, not yet.
Well, this package does take care of all the details for you, Mr. Walker.
Well, maybe. But Mrs. Walker's a bit funny about eating out. She's not very keen on this newfangled food.
Well, dinner's at Cosi Cucina, which is one of the city's oldest and most respected restaurants. And we really do get a lot of calls from our senior customers telling us how much they enjoyed eating there.
Do they serve vegetables there, or is it one of those salad bar things?
I do believe they serve vegetables as well as salads, Mr. Walker.
Fine. I'll take it. And I could give her a present over dinner.
Well, that would be lovely. So, I'll make the booking.
Customers with problems appreciate receiving empathy, but they also need action and resolution. In this sequence, a phone rep shows great empathy, but still cannot solve the customer's problem.
Flight inquiry, please, Mr. Smith.
I need to get to Baltimore as soon as possible. My wife just went into labor with our first child.
Oh, fantastic. Congratulations, Mr. Smith.
Oh, thank you.
I know exactly how you feel. I mean, if it were me, I'd want to be there too. My brother was the same way when they had their baby. And it wasn't even their first. However, all of our planes are full at the moment, and at this stage, the earliest available flight is tomorrow morning. Would you like me to go ahead and book you on that? It's a 7:55 flight.
No, I need to be in Baltimore today.
Customers depend on you, so when you deliver answers and solutions, you have gone a long way towards gaining their loyalty. In this sequence, an airline representative listens to the customer's problem, and then, with a little extra work, comes through with another flight.
Mr. Smith, there's nothing I'd like more than to get you to the hospital on time. However, there doesn't appear to be a solution jumping out at me at present. But that's not to say that there isn't one. Would you mind if I put you on hold for a couple of minutes so I can talk to some of my colleagues about a way around this?
No, of course not, but please hurry.
Okay, we won't be long. Tracy? I'm looking for a flight. This gentleman's wife is about to have a baby. He needs to get to Baltimore as soon as possible. He needs to get to Baltimore as soon as possible. No, it's got to be earlier than that. Well, his wife is going into labor. It's got to be this afternoon. Oh, I don't even know why I didn't even think of that. Mr. Smith?
Yes.
I've got something. We have an international flight headed to London. Okay. It has to stop off in Baltimore to pick up some more passengers. The only problem is it leaves in 15 minutes.
Well, I'm only at Terminal 2 now.
Great. Take a cab to Terminal 1, go straight to the first-class check-in counter. It'll be much quicker, and I'll let them know that you're coming. Now, how much luggage do you have?
Not much. Why?
By the time you get there, the plane will be ready for takeoff. So take what you need in the short term on board as hand luggage, and if the rest doesn't make it, we'll have it delivered to your home in the morning. Now go.
Oh, this is great. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much this means to me.
Yes, I do. It's my job. Now let me know if it's a boy or girl, won't you?
I sure will. Thanks.
Take care.
Having good knowledge of your products and services will enable you to solve your customers' problems. Here you'll see a video clerk who first shows little interest in helping the customer. Then she shares her knowledge and is more helpful.
Hey there, I was looking for Blade Runner. I checked the shelf.
Did you check the shelf?
Yes. It wasn't there. Could we check the...
Well, if it's not on the shelf, then I guess we don't have it. Hi, how you doing tonight? You want Blade Runner? I love that movie. Let's see. I know I don't have it here, so let me check up front. And if we can't find it today, I can always reserve it for you.
A willingness to help solve the customer's problem will create loyalty and more long-term business. In this sequence, we see a copy store clerk's great attitude lead to a successful solution for a customer and possible future business.
Sorry, that took a minute. How can I help you?
Well, I'm just trying to figure out what paper to use for this report. Now, I know I want a cardstock for the cover, but I'm just not sure what color or what paper to put inside, let alone how to bind it.
No, I can help you with that. Why don't you start by telling me what this is for, and we'll go from there. Here's your order. Tiffany can ring you up right here.
You know, my office is going to start publishing a newsletter next quarter, and I wonder...
You like? We offer a full range of services from desktop publishing to graphics to printing and binding. Just let us know what you need. We'll coordinate everything.
Wonderful. You've been so nice to help me out.
It's a good idea to slow down when customers are having a hard time understanding. In this sequence, a rep first gets frustrated by the customer's lack of understanding, but then she slows down and communicates clearly.
Okay, Rosita, you may not be aware, but we can set an account number up for you today, and that'll make this process a little easier for you next time. However, you will have to pay the driver when he picks up the parcel from your house today.
So the driver will give me a bill, and I send you a check?
No, listen to me. You will pay the driver today when he goes to your house. Pay the driver cash.
Oh, okay. I'll just go and check if I have enough money.
Hello? Hello? Rosita? Rosita? I can't believe this. Does she think I have time to sit around here all day on the phone while she counts her rupees? Do you have a consignment note?
What is a consignment note?
That's the form you fill out to tell us where the package is going.
Ah, yes. My friend gave me one of those.
That's great. Okay, we'll make sure it's filled out completely and correctly. Otherwise, we won't be able to deliver the package.
Fill it all out?
Yes, fill it all out.
Every space of it?
Every space.
Oh, dear.
Sometimes customers can find these international forms a little bit confusing, Rosita. Would you like me to help you?
Yes, I would like that. Thank you.
We'll start with the sender. That would be you. So go ahead and write down your name and your address.
Right. I can do that.
Excellent. Now to the person receiving the parcel. The recipient, that would be your mother, wouldn't it?
Oh, yes, that's my mother.
Great. So go ahead and write down your mother's name and her address in that box.
It's important to be courteous to every customer, so be prepared to answer quick questions from customers who aren't in the proper line. In these scenes, you'll see a clerk be rude to a customer who has a quick question and shouldn't have to stand in line. Then you'll see the clerk tell us how she should have handled the situation.
Excuse me, do you mind if I just ask a question?
You'll have to get in line, sir.
No, but I'm just trying to find out where to drop something off.
Just fill out your loan application form and then wait in line like everybody else.
I'm sorry, let me explain. It's my wife's loan application. Somebody just said I could drop it off here.
You'll have to wait your turn, sir. I will get to you after I handle customers who were here before you.
You know, it's true we have a lot of regulations to follow, and sometimes that means our customers have to comply with rules they may not understand. But sometimes I have to look beyond the rules to find a way to bring satisfaction to the customer, like if they've got a quick question, even though they're not in line. And I found that instead of bothering the other customers, they're actually reassured, and they know that I'd treat them the same way.
As a representative of any organization, it's important to help customers solve their problems, regardless of your job description. In this sequence, we see a Transportation Department employee who is rude and unhelpful toward a stranded motorist.
Hey, I could use some help. I conked out. I can't seem to get it restarted.
You need to move your car.
Look, I'm gonna need a tow truck.
Well, there's a phone about 500 yards up there, but you're gonna have to hurry it up. You're blocking a public drive. Hey, you know, sometimes just because we work in government, we run into customers whose problems aren't necessarily our responsibility. But it's always our responsibility to treat that customer's problem in a courteous, helpful manner.
Good problem solving requires you to look beyond surface observations and really listen to what a customer is saying. In this scene, you'll see a service technician investigate a physician's discomfort with an MRI device, then offer a solution.
Brightness just above normal. Does that look about right?
Looks fine.
Breathe in.
And there it is.
Now hold it. Breathe normally. Breathe in. Now hold it.
Yeah, a CT scan must seem a little frightening to some of your geriatric patients.
Very much so. They become very anxious.
And being prompted by a machine must seem a little cold and clinical to them.
Well, it certainly doesn't help.
Breathe normally.
You know, it's a simple matter to turn the prompts off.
Oh, really?
It's important to be open and sensitive to the needs and customs of people from different cultures. In this segment, we see a nurse decide to let a patient eat food from home.
Lunchtime, Mr. Lee. Here we are. Enjoy.
No, take this away.
Mrs. Lee, your husband needs to eat. He has to get his strength back.
But this will make him weaker. It's too much yin. He needs yang food to restore his balance. Here you see, this will give him what he's missing. Balance his qi.
Well, he's not on a restricted diet. Okay. Enjoy your lunch, Mr. Lee.
Take the time to explain things to the patient. An informed patient is more relaxed and cooperative. In these two scenes, a patient is first given a consent form in an overly efficient and brusque manner. Then the form is explained more thoroughly.
Hey, Mom.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here.
What's going on?
Mrs. Morgan. Oh, this is my son, and he's going to be bringing me in the day of my procedure.
Hello.
Hi.
We'll need you to sign this.
What is it?
It's a consent form in case the doctor has to perform additional procedures.
What do you think that means?
Let's see.
Dr. Marshall.
Yes.
Mrs. Morgan has some questions about her consent form.
Of course. What would you like to know?
Well, what does polypectomy mean?
That is surgical removal of any polyps I might discover during the procedure.
I thought you were just going to look.
Well, you're right. Our intention at this stage is simply to find out what's going on. Then discuss the findings and possible treatments. But in the event I discover one or more polyps, I might decide it best to remove them right then. These can be biopsied, and if malignant, we can then talk about follow-up treatment. But even benign polyps can become precancerous if allowed to grow. Now, if you'd like, we can discuss the decision with your son in the waiting room before we proceed.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you have any more questions?
Well, not really, but I just wish we understood the whole thing better.
Here's a booklet that provides a pretty good explanation.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Well, be sure to call us if you have any questions after you read it, okay?
Thanks, Doctor.
Thanks very much.
Sure.
Maybe this will help us.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand this.
By asking questions and listening, you can determine what a patient really needs. In this sequence, we first see a nurse do just enough for the patient. Then we see her give quality care.
Time for your medication, Mr. Reynolds. How are you doing? Is everything all right?
Yeah, fine.
Good. Here you are.
Thanks.
How you feeling, Mr. Reynolds?
Okay, I guess. Not bad.
Are you feeling pain of any kind?
No, not really. I guess not.
You sure there isn't something we can do for you to make you more comfortable?
Is it just me, or is it kind of cold in here?
These rooms can be chilly. Let me get you an extra blanket.